Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, often with beach, travel, or hygge themes. I also do a little bit of stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, particularly subscription boxes, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell, and that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, if not twice. Whenever I announce giveaways, there's always a secret password giveaway going on, and of course whenever I go live. As always, if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have a really fun travel/destination box to share with you that has been sent to me for review. It is called Celebratestates, and in case you couldn't already tell from the name, each month they feature a different state. I was very excited when she reached out and asked if I would like to review this month's box because it is featuring my home state of Hawaii. In fact, that is how my channel gets its name. It's not just me saying hi to you, which I always do. HI is the abbreviation for the state of Hawaii or Hawaii. So I was really excited. I did grow up there and I lived there for many years. I've been here in Southern California for quite a bit of time as well, but it always feels like going home when I go back to my island of Maui. Just to be clear, I am not Hawaiian. I do not claim to be Hawaiian, but it is the state that I feel like is my home. So I'm very excited to see how it is represented in this subscription box. Celebratestates is $45 per month plus $8 in shipping, but I do have a great code for you. It's Noelle50, like 50 states, and that will get you half off your first box in a 3 or 6 month subscription. And the 6-month subscription already has a pretty good savings. I think it brings it down to like $39 a box, and then on top of that you could get your first box for half off. It's a pretty good deal. I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below, but what a fun and delightful box to receive every month, to share with your family, to go through the activities, and of course all of the delicious treats that are usually inside. So inside it says Aloha Hawaii or Hawaii. There's usually a little backwards apostrophe or okina that kind of emphasizes the glottal stop. I did study some Hawaiian back in grad school. I do not speak it anymore, but in all of the public schools there is a Hawaiian culture and language component. But again, that was many, many years ago, so I don't necessarily remember much of it, but I did also grow up dancing hula, so obviously I learned a little bit more about the language. The language of Hawaiian actually only has 12 letters, and 5 of them are vowels, so it's definitely a language that takes a little getting used to. I always love helping people with their pronunciations. My husband has gotten much better on our successive visits. So first we are starting with a very fun lei. So this is the kind of lei that you would get from like Party City, right, for your luau's that you're going to host at your house, but I will go ahead and lei myself. Now normally you would want to receive a lei from someone else. I'm actually going to pull my hair out, and you usually wear your lei a little bit in the front and a little bit in the back as well, instead of like right against the back of your neck like you would a necklace. But I had to go ahead and lei myself. So there are a lot of artificial leis that are just as good as the fresh flower ones, although my favorite holiday in Hawaii is May Day, which is when a lot of the schools do Hawaiian culture presentations and the whole school will smell like a florist shop. It's just so amazing. There's so many flowers, and again, I did grow up dancing hula, so we definitely spent a lot of time learning about the different plants and different ways of creating adornments to do those dances. So let's let the box tell us more. So inside we have lots of information. It says Celebratestates Aloha Hawaiian themed box. At Celebratestates, our mission is to support small businesses in the US. Our Hawaiian Aloha box features 3 items directly from Hawaii and other Hawaiian themed items made in the US. So I will put this off to the side. I'm already seeing a very familiar name. One of these products is from Maui. So a little extra information about Hawaii is on the back side. It says, we begin by welcoming you to Hawaii with a traditional gift of a lei. The lei custom was introduced to the Hawaiian Islands by early Polynesian voyagers who took an incredible journey from Tahiti, navigating by the stars and sailing canoes. With these early settlers, the lei tradition in Hawaii was born. Today, visitors can easily bring back the nostalgia of old Hawaii by ordering a traditional flower lei greeting for their arrival at the airport. I don't know if you can still do that. I know that some people still do, or their tour companies will do it, but I don't know if you can like order it to be there for you on arrival, especially not these days with all the extra restrictions. It says, greeters welcome visitors with a warm aloha and adorn them with beautiful fresh leis. Usually it's like shell leis these days, or maybe a plumeria lei if you're really lucky, or an orchid lei. There's a lot of orchid leis. It's a wonderful way to begin a Hawaiian vacation. There are, however, a couple of unspoken rules one should know when receiving a lei for the first time. A lei should be welcomed celebration of one person's affection to another. Therefore, always accept a lei, never refuse. The proper way to wear a lei is gently draped over the shoulders, hanging down both in the front and the back. Yes. It is considered rude to remove a lei from your neck in the presence of the person who gave it to you. So if you must, be discreet, unless it's giving you allergies, in which case I've definitely seen people be like, I have to take this lei off, or I'm going to sneeze all night. They have some travel tips for us. It tells us that Hawaii is composed of 8 main islands. So think in your head right now, do you know those 8 main islands? The actual archipelago, there's some dispute, but I believe the actual archipelago has 132 islands, but there are 8 main islands. Niihau, Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, Lanai, Kaho'olawe, and the island of Hawaii, which we also call the Big Island. But actually, out of all of those, there are only 7 that people live on. So it says the Hawaiian word aloha is used as a simple greeting and has a cultural and spiritual significance to Native Hawaiians. It is also the word for love, affection, and peace. Oahu is the most visited island. Billboards are not allowed, which was why I was always fascinated by them when I came to the mainland as a kid. And Hawaii does not observe daylight savings time. And very soon the rest of you will join us in that, which I'm excited about. So here are some of our activities all about my state, Hawaii. So it says things like cities. Find and label Hawaii's major cities. Hilo, Honolulu, and Kailua. Now that is funny to me because Hilo is a very small town and they didn't list any of the cities that are on my island of Maui, which actually used to have the capital until they moved it to Oahu, to Honolulu. And I would say I would put Waikiki in there instead because that's a pretty well-known big city. They've got the rivers, the features, so some geography, famous Hawaiian, you can tell a terrific It Happened in Hawaii timeline. So definitely kind of like a activity for the kiddos, which I probably won't do, but it is kind of interesting. So definitely a good opportunity to get out those research or Googling skills these days. These days you don't have to get out your old encyclopedia like I would have had to when I was a kid, but you could fill that out. And then what else do we have? Another interactive thing. Oh, we have a word search. That's fun. So there's that. And then there's a word search over there. So it says Hawaii Semi-Centennial Celebration. So this is from August 21st, 2009. It is the 50th state, of course. The state bird is the nene, or the Hawaiian goose. That is true. And of course, do we all know? It says state fish, rectangular triggerfish. But we all know it's the humu humu nuku nuku apua'a. Go ahead and try to write that down there in the comments below. The triggerfish, yes, or otherwise known as the humu humu nuku nuku apua'a. All right, let me just turn to our list of items. So it looks like we've got 6 items in here. And one of them is containing everything. So let me go ahead and open that up. It looks like it's a reusable bag. It just says Aloha Beach Bag. It's time to hit this beach with this durable surfer beach bag. Perfect for towels, sunscreen, and other beach essentials. Also makes a great bag for groceries or other shopping. I'm just going to pull everything out so I don't have to dump it on the table in front of me. But that definitely helps them in terms of not having to do too much in terms of packing stuff. Oh, I was hoping that we were going to get a Maui Wowie chocolate bar. That's one of my favorite things, and I always mean to bring some back for you guys when I am home. That was like one of the free gifts that we used to give out when I was a tour guide, and they're so delicious. So here is our shopping bag. It's very big, I will say. It's kind of got that plasticky feel to it. It's got 4 surfboards on it. It doesn't have a foot to it, so it's one of those kind of flat ones, but for that reason, it would be a good sort of extra surplus bag to take with you when you are traveling, when you buy all those extra gifts, all those boxes of Mac Nuts at Costco, or your extra beach towels that you wound up buying, so you could take them as your carry-on on the plane. I'll probably put it in my car to use as an extra shopping bag, but I probably don't use them as much for a shopping bag when they don't have that nice foot at the bottom. But here's our Aloha Beach Bag that they gave us. All right, let's get into the good stuff though. So one of the items that I saw on the list was the Maui Fruit Jewels, which of course is from the island of Maui. I have never been to their actual shop, but we've gotten so many Maui Fruit Jewels products in different subscription boxes. I think I first saw them in a saltwater and sand, which is no longer. I've gotten them in Fruit for Thought. I've gotten them in different Hawaii boxes that don't like to send to me anymore because you guys don't purchase the boxes. But they have the cutest packaging. So this is nice. We actually got the full 6-pack. And they have definitely realized that subscription boxes are the way to go. There's definitely a market for their product. So this is the lilikoi or passion fruit box, which is nice. Instead of, I do like the mix pack where you get a bunch of different flavors, but I also, lilikoi is one of my favorite flavors ever. So this is what it looks like once you open it up. It was taped closed. So there's two sides. They're just a little individual wrapped. They almost look like Starburst. It's like kind of like a thick fruit roll-up, but they are delicious for sure. So it says Maui Fruit Jewels is a small Hawaii-based business that purchases fresh fruit from local growers to produce premium, authentic products using fruit as the primary ingredient. Sometimes they put these little jewels into shortbreads. These products are the next best thing to actual fresh fruit from Hawaii. Maui Fruit Jewels shares with the world the taste of paradise. And I like that they're from Maui, and I like that they do pretty packaging. And I like that they're in subscription boxes. So I didn't actually pick any of these up when I happened to be home the last time. So I'm glad that I kind of got my latent souvenir. We got something that is not from Hawaii, but kind of sounds like it should be. It is the Hawaiian Sun Surfs Up candle that just comes in this little mason jar. They're actually out of New Jersey, I believe. So that smells really good. It kind of smells like coconutty and pineapple-y. So that's what that looks like. Let's see if it says what it is. It says a single mother of four began making candles in her crock pot after visiting a festival. With over 50 fragrances and 8 products, Surf's Up opened its first retail shop in 2017. What sets them apart is their passion and drive to create an all-natural and handmade product that customers have come to trust and love. So smells really good. I don't know what the Hawaiian Sun scent actually is, but it smells fruity and tropical, so we'll take it. Let's see, Hawaiian King candies out of Honolulu, Hawaii. These are so good, you guys. So let me see if I can find these. Oh, mine are all melted into one block. I can feel it. So these are chocolate covered, toffee coated Hawaiian macadamia nuts, but mine have all like melted into one bar over here. So it has been pretty hot. But let me show you what it looks like. So it's a mac nut, right? And then there is toffee, and then there is chocolate, and they're so good. You can actually buy them in a jar from Costco, which is usually located right by the airport, and I didn't get them this time, and I really wish I had. So guess how many servings are in this container, you guys? 4 servings, but you guys know me, I'm like 1 bag, 1 serving. And each of them has only 160 calories, so that's not too bad considering that macadamias are a pretty fatty nut. Let's see what it says. For over 42 years, Hawaiian King Candies has been Hawaii's premier macadamia nut confections. These candies use locally grown macadamia nuts and premier chocolate for world-renowned delicious treats. They bring you a sweet bit of aloha, 1 bite at a time. Well, mine is going to be like 1 big bar at a time, which I'm okay with that. Then that even makes it easier to justify it being 1 serving. We also got something from Lanikai Bath and Body out of Kailua, Hawaii, which they are on Oahu. It says Lanikai Bath and Body's collection of all-natural bath and body skincare products are inspired by the beautiful Lanikai Beach on the island of Oahu. They are made in small amounts, so they are always fresh. They use only natural ingredients from the islands. We hope you enjoy these summer travel soaps. So let's see what it looks like. So a little travel bar. It's nice though. It says fresh natural travel soaps. Ooh, this is cool, you guys. Look, they're like individual slivers. It's like little extras from different bars when they cut them. But that's actually really smart. So you don't have to use a whole bar. But look how pretty. They're like marble. That's so cool. Let me see if I can. I hope they haven't melted together. But yeah, so individual, like different size. They look like you could eat them, right? But look how pretty like this one is. So you can see some of the like swirlies in there. That's really cool. That's a great use of the little remnants that they might have from their bigger bars of soap. I think that is a really smart idea. And I love that it comes in this nice little travel tin. That's super duper smart as well. All right, we got something else that I actually think I just got in a Wild Woman box. It is like an energy bar, but they're called Aloha bars. We got 2 of them. They're out of Littleton, Colorado though. Aloha is a health and wellness company that focuses on vegan, non-GMO protein bars. All Aloha products are low in calories and gluten-free. The company donates a portion of their revenue to philanthropic organizations. We added 2 delicious flavors to your box. So we got vanilla almond crunch and lemon cashew. Those both do sound pretty darn good. The lemon cashew has 230 calories and the vanilla almond crunch has 250 calories. So they are definitely like high protein, high energy bars. At this rate, I might as well eat all the mac nuts because it was even fewer calories per serving. So let's just go over everything. We got lots of snacks. They usually feel like about half of the products in this box are snacks. I usually like a little bit more in terms of lifestyle, but when it's something like this where it's taking me back home, I am so all about it. I also got a barbecue sauce from Celebratestates that I just cracked open the other night, and it is so good, you guys. All right, so we got our Maui fruit jewels. We got our Surf's Up candle. We got our Hawaiian King candies, the toffee chocolate mac nuts. That's gonna be my favorite thing, even if they're melted, I don't care. We got our Aloha bars, and we got our Lani Kai Bath and Body soap slivers, and finally this fun little beach bag. So let me know in the comments below if you have had the opportunity to visit my home state in Hawaii. Don't forget my little purple lei here. And if you have you gone to the island of Maui? And if you have, let me know what your favorite Hawaiian treat was. If you've tried anything like, Hawaii is such a melting pot, so it's not necessarily traditional Hawaiian food. You don't have to tell me like your favorite luau food, but for example, loco moco or spam musubi, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should look those things up because they're delicious. I love the fruit there. I love all of the delicious things like those two items that I already mentioned, but I also love the fact that Celebratestates is celebrating the state of Hawaii this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you are looking for a way to travel and explore this great nation through a subscription box that you could enjoy with your whole family, this might be a great option. I'll see you soon in my next unboxing.